So in the theory session we have already studied about the square wave generator. So today we will perform the simulation of the square wave generator. Now as we know that a square wave generator is a type of what? An oscillator. Okay. An oscillator is the circuit that can generate a repetitive type of a waveform of fixed amplitude and frequency. So the type of waveform generated can be a square wave, triangular wave, or even a sinusoidal wave. Okay. Now, depending upon the various components that we use, depending upon the frequency of the generation, there are various types of oscillators. So today we are going to discuss the square wave generator. Now we have already studied about the oscillator. In order to have the oscillations, a circuit must have to satisfy two conditions which are called as Barkhausen's criteria. So the first condition is that the magnitude of the loop gain has to be minimum 1 and the phase shift of the loop gain should be 360 degrees or 0 degrees. Now why these two conditions are required? Because we are not going to give any kind of input signal to the circuit. Without any input signal we are going to generate a certain kind of a waveform which will be having certain amplitude and frequency. Okay, so in order to generate such type of a waveform without any input signal, that circuit has to satisfy the Barkhausen's criteria for the oscillation. Okay, now directly I'll show you the simulation of a square wave generator. We have already studied how a square wave generator works. Okay, now okay, so as you can see here, I have constructed a square wave generator which will generate the output signal whose frequency will be equal to 1 kilohertz and amplitude is equal to plus minus B sat. Okay, now how can we design the circuit? So here for frequency of the square wave that we are going to generate, suppose I want to generate a square wave whose frequency is 1 kilohertz. Then if RF is equal to 1.16 times of R1, then the frequency of oscillations F naught is given as 1 divided by 2 RC. Okay. Actually, the formula of oscillation of the square wave generated is different. Okay. In order to simplify that equation, we need to consider that RF should be 1.16 times of R1, or R2 here has to be equals to 1.16 times of R1. Okay, sorry, I have mentioned here R2, so I'll write it down in the form of R2 only. Okay, R2 has to be equals to 1.16 times of R1, then only the frequency of the square wave generated F naught will be how much? It will be equal to 1 divided by 2 RC. Okay, now first of all what I'll do is we'll select R1 equal to 10 kilo ohms, and therefore R2 will be how much? It will be 1.16 times of R1. So it will be 11.6 kilo ohms, correct? Okay. Next, select capacitor C is equal to 0.05 microfarad. Okay. Then from the frequency of oscillation F0, which is equal to 1 upon 2 RC, value of R is equal to how much it will be? It will be approximately 10 kilo ohms. Okay. So this is how I have designed this circuit. Got it, everyone? आता आपल्याला इथं इनपुटला तुम्ही जर बघितलं या सर्किटमध्ये, तर कुठलाही टाईपचा इनपुट आपण इथं दिलेला आहे का? नाही. इथं बघा, नॉन इन्व्हर्टिंग टर्मिनलला काय दिलंय का? नाही. नॉन इन्व्हर्टिंग इनपुट टर्मिनल आपण ग्राउंड केलंय थ्रू this feedback resistor R1 R2. Even at inverting terminal we haven't applied any input signal, but still we are going to generate a square wave here. Okay. प्रत्येक वेळी असं नाही होत की सर्किटला काही इनपुट दिलेलं नसताना आपल्याला एका पर्टिक्युलर टाईपची वेवफॉर्म मिळेल. त्या सर्किटनं जर बार्कहाउसेन्स क्रायटेरिया सॅटिस्फाय केला तरच ती सर्किट ऑसिलेटर म्हणून काम करणार. ओके. विदाउट एनी इनपुट सिग्नल देर विल बी सम टाइप ऑफ आउटपुट वेवफॉर्म जनरेटेड. ओके. आता इथं बघा, R1 I have selected as 10 kilo ohms. From the formula R2 is equal to 1.16 times of R1. I have selected here R2 is equal to 11.6 kilo ohms. Then for the frequency of oscillation F0, which is equal to 1 by 2 RC, if I select frequency of F0, I want 1 kilohertz. So if I select the C1 as 0.05 microfarad, value of R here it will be 10 kilo ohms. Okay. Now आता या सर्किट मध्ये आपल्याला काय लक्षात ठेवायचं इथं, तर ओपॅम्प ला पहिल्यांदा आपण इनपुट सिग्नल जे देणार आहे, सप्लाय व्होल्टेज जे देणार आहे ते प्लस मायनस 12 वोल्ट दिले, बरोबर आहे. आउटपुट जे आहे ते इट विल बी अ स्क्वेअर वेव्ह विच विल स्विच बिटवीन प्लस Vsat अँड मायनस Vsat लेवल्स. Vsat सॅच्युरेशन व्होल्टेज हे सप्लाय व्होल्टेज वर डिपेंड करते ॲज वी नो. ओके. सो इट इज ऑलवेज 90% ऑफ द सप्लाय व्होल्टेज. So we can say that here the output voltage will switch in between plus minus 10.8 volts, isn't it? We know that, correct? So that is always 90% of supply voltage. Okay, that is plus minus VCC VEE. Okay, so here we can say that the output voltage, that is the square wave which we are going to generate, the amplitude of that square wave will be switching in between plus minus 10.8 volt. Okay. Now here while if we once we build the circuit, we need to set here supply voltage is equal to plus minus 12 volt. Now the most important condition here is for the capacitor. When you will select this capacitor in the circuit, if you look at the properties here, you need to set its value as 0.05 microfarad and IC is equal to 0.1. आता इथं जेव्हा तुम्ही पहिल्यांदा कॅपॅसिटर सिलेक्ट करायला जाल, सपोज इथं मी आता एक कॅपॅसिटर घेतलाय, आता आपल्याला त्याची पहिल्यांदा व्हॅल्यू सेट करायला लागेल. इथं तुम्ही व्हॅल्यू सेट करणार, बरोबर आहे. दॅट इज 0.05 मायक्रोफॅरेड. इथं तुम्ही सेट करणार 0.05 मायक्रोफॅरेड. ओके. देन हियर इथं आपल्याला एक्स्ट्रा, दॅट इज त्याचा इनिशियल चार्ज जो आहे तो बाय डिफॉल्ट 0 व्होल्ट आहे. इथं आपल्याला तो 0.1 ठेवायचा आहे, एवढं लक्षात घ्या. ओके. हियर you set it as 0.1. ओके. आता आज आपण जे तीन सर्किट्सचं सिम्युलेशन बघणार आहे, त्या तिन्ही सर्किट मध्ये आपण जे कॅपॅसिटर यूज करणार आहे, त्या तिन्ही कॅपॅसिटर साठी एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवायची की इथं इनिशियल चार्ज वी आर गोइंग टू सेट इट ॲज 0.1 नॉट 0. व्हाय? इन ऑर्डर टू स्टार्ट द ऑसिलेशन्स. ओके. कारण हे सर्किट वी हॅव नॉट बिल्ट इट फिजिकली. ओके, हे सिम्युलेशन आहे. त्यामुळे हा कपॅसिटर लगेच चार्ज होणार नाही. आपल्याला जर वेव्हफॉर्म पाहिजे असेल, तर काय करायला लागेल आपल्याला, विल हॅव टू कन्सिडर दॅट द कपॅसिटर इज ऑलरेडी हॅव्हिंग सम इनिशियल चार्ज ऑफ 0.1 volt. Okay, so do not forget to change the property in the capacitor, that is initial charge as 0.1. Okay, got it everyone? Got it everyone? Okay, so now next, आता काय करायचं? Now if you see the circuit properties here we need to use the transient analysis, where the start time has to be 0 milliseconds, stop time 5 milliseconds, and in the analysis type you need to select here transient. Okay, so these are the circuit properties for this square wave generator. Now if I observe the output signal here, see here what I'll get is a square wave. At the same time I'll see the voltage across capacitor like this. Okay, so again if I run the circuit, I'll be able to see the charging and discharging across the capacitor also, which has been indicated in the red color. The output has been indicated in the green color. Okay, so here if you observe carefully, the frequency of the output signal is how much? It is approximately 1 kilohertz. Okay, now how this circuit is capable to generate a square wave here? So when no input signal has been applied to this amplifier, there will be some output voltage available at the output of this op amp, which is called as a output offset voltage, VOOT. That output offset voltage has been fed back to the non-inverting input terminal of the op amp through this resistive divider circuit consisting of R1 and R2. Therefore, the voltage available at this non-inverting terminal, if I consider it as V1, it is given as R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into VOOT. Okay, so this amplifier will basically amplify the difference in the input signals that are available at the input terminal of this op amp. That is the difference between voltage at non-inverting terminal and voltage that is available at the inverting input terminal. Initially, this capacitor will act as a short circuit. Therefore, this op amp will offer very high gain. Therefore, the output of this op amp is initially at the saturation level. So, initially we assume that the output of this op amp is at plus Vsat level. Therefore, the voltage available at the non-inverting input terminal will be R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into plus Vsat. Okay, once the output of the op amp has been driven into saturation, the capacitor will then start charging towards the saturation voltage plus Vsat. Now, as soon as the voltage across this capacitor reaches to the voltage across, it becomes equals to the voltage available across this non-inverting input terminal of the op amp, the output of this op amp will switch from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. Okay, so again the voltage available at the non-inverting input terminal will be V1 divided by V1 plus V1 into R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into minus Vsat. Okay, so here if you see here, the output will be switched from plus Vsat to minus Vsat here. Okay, then this capacitor will start discharging. First of all, it will be completely discharged and then it will start charging in the opposite direction. Okay, once the capacitor charges beyond the or becomes more negative than the voltage available at this non-inverting input terminal of the op amp, the output of the amplifier will again switch from minus Vsat to plus Vsat. The capacitor will stop charging and again it will start discharging in the opposite direction. Hence, we get the square wave at the output, the amplitude of which is switching in between plus Vsat and minus Vsat. Okay, and here the capacitor, the amplitude of the charging and discharging of this capacitor is based upon the voltage available at this non-inverting input terminal. Okay, got it everyone? आता इथे तुम्ही जे स्क्वेअर वेव्हची अँप्लिट्यूड बघितली तर इट इज स्लाइटली मोर दॅन 10. Okay, so we can say that it is approximately 10.8 volt as we have seen while the calculation. Okay, so this was about the square wave generator. Any doubt here? Any doubt? Okay, so this was about the square wave generator. I have already shared the screenshot of the circuit yesterday on the group. Okay, so if you want, you can refer those. The next one is a triangular wave generator. So let us see the triangular wave generator. First of all, we'll see. Now there are two techniques through which we can generate a triangular wave. First one is using, आता इथं जर बघितलं तर the first half is nothing but a square wave generator. Okay, if you see here carefully, this is the circuit of a square wave generator which we have right now simulated. Okay, now the output of this square wave generator has been given to the input to this integrator. So integrator will do what? It will convert the square wave into a triangular wave. Okay, got it? So here you can construct a triangular wave generator with the help of a square wave generator and a integrator. Okay, so here again if I observe the output at the op-amp 2, then if you see here the output is a triangular wave. Okay, so this is the one circuit through which we can generate a triangular wave with the help of a square wave and a square wave generator and an integrator. So this is the first method. The second for this circuit, the circuit properties I have set it as the previous one. Start time is 0 seconds, stop time is 5 milliseconds, and here we need to select transient analysis in the analysis type. Okay, so this is about the triangular wave generator. One more circuit is there which will make use of lesser components as compared to the previous triangular wave generator. Okay, so as you can see here there are only 3 resistors and one capacitor available here. Okay, so again actually this first op amp is acting as a comparator. Okay, so as we know that the output of comparator is always a square wave, and the second op amp is working as an integrator. Okay, so this op amp along with this R1 and C1 it is acting as an integrator, and op amp 1 with the help of R2 R3 it is simply acting as a comparator. Okay, so this is the simplest circuit for a triangular wave generator. Again, if you see here the output of a comparator which is a square wave, if you applied it to the integrator, then it will convert that square wave into a triangular wave. So here also there is no input signal has been applied to either this op amp 1. Okay, so we can say that this is a generator or this is an oscillator. Okay, so again remember that for this capacitor the initial charge we need to consider it as a 0.1. Okay, now आता हे सर्किट जे मी डिझाईन केले actually it has been designed for a triangular wave whose frequency will be equal to 2 kilohertz. Okay, so now how this circuit has been designed, we are going to discuss it in the theory session. We will not waste our time here in order to discuss the design. but the main important thing here is to you just simulate the circuit by today itself. Okay, so now if I run this circuit and if I observe the output here, okay, so if you observe here, I can generate a triangular wave. Okay, so whose frequency is approximately 2 kilohertz here. Okay, आता हा काय आहे, तर हा ऑसिलेटर आहे, त्यामुळं इथं दिसताना तुम्हाला थोडे फ्लक्च्युएशन दिसणार. ओके, ऍक्च्युली एवढे फ्लक्च्युएशन्स फिजिकली जेव्हा आपण सर्किट बिल्ड करतोय ब्रेडबोर्डवर तेव्हा दिसत नाही. सिन्स इट इज अ सिम्युलेशन, वी कॅनॉट हॅव द स्टेडी वेवफॉर्म. ओके, सो दिस इज हाऊ वी कॅन जनरेट अ ट्रायंग्युलर वेव. आता इथं बघा, याची अँप्लिट्यूड जी आहे इट इज अप्रॉक्सिमेटली स्विचिंग इन बिटवीन प्लस मायनस 3.5 to 4 volts. Okay, so circuit properties if we check here, आता एकच चेंज केला इथं की ट्रान्झिएंट अनालिसिस मध्ये आय हॅव सिलेक्टेड स्टॉप टाइम ॲज 2.5 milliseconds. Okay, that is the only difference. Okay, and again in the analysis we need to select transient. Here just select the stop time as 2.5 milliseconds. Okay, in a transient analysis. Any doubt? ओके, तर आज तुम्ही काय करायचंय, हे तिन्ही सर्किटचं सिम्युलेशन स्वतः करून बघायचंय. मी काल हे सगळ्या सर्किटचे स्क्रीनशॉट ग्रुपवर शेअर केलेत, ते तुम्ही रेफर करा. सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे प्रत्येक सर्किटमध्ये आपण जो कपॅसिटर यूज केलाय त्याचा इनिशियल चार्ज आपण 0.1 वोल्ट एवढा ठेवायचा आहे इन ऑर्डर टू स्टार्ट द ऑपरेशन ऑफ द सर्किट. ओके, कुठल्याही प्रकारचं इनपुट आपण इथं दिलेलं नाहीये. ओके, तर आता सिन्स आय स्टार्टेड दिस मीटिंग at 9:45, you will require certain amount of time in order to perform the simulation of all these three circuits. You take your time. Okay, but by today evening you just share the screenshots of your simulation personally to me. Okay, and while sharing the screenshot you should save the circuit with your roll number and the circuit name. Okay, here as I have saved the circuit as a triangular wave generator 1, you just save it, that is if Ravina is saving the circuit, just roll number 40 followed by the name of that particular experiment, that is a triangular wave generator. Okay, got it everyone? तर आज संध्याकाळी 6 पर्यंत मला प्रत्येकानं सिम्युलेशनची जी स्क्रीनशॉट असेल ते शेअर करायचे आहे व्हॉट्सअपवर. गॉट इट? पण आजच्या आज हा एक्सपेरिमेंट तुम्ही परफॉर्म करून घ्यायचा आहे. ओके, गॉट इट एव्हरीवन?
मॅडम हॅलो.
येस,
ते ओपॅमच्या तिथे ना तो ग्रीन सर्कल कसा आलाय?
इथं इथं काय
हा
ऍक्च्युली इथं व्होल्टेज सिलेक्ट केले ना, मला इथं हे व्होल्टेज बघायचं आहे आउटपुटचं. त्याचसाठी मी इथं शो
हा
प्लॉट आणि शो इंडिकेटर केलं ना, तेव्हा तो तिथं ऑलरेडी तो ग्रीन सर्कल
हा
दाखवतो. सिम्युलेशनच्या वेळी ते येते, कनेक्शन करताना ते येत
हा
नाही. जेव्हा तुम्ही सर्किट रन करताय ना तेव्हा ते येते.
हा
बाकी
हा
काय नाही. सर्किटचं कनेक्शन व्यवस्थित करा. काय डाऊट असेल तर मला विचारा. तुम्ही हे सिम्युलेशन करताना काय डाऊट आल्या तर यू कॅन मेसेज मी. ओके. So if you have understood this, you can leave this meeting and start with your simulation. Do not forget to share your simulation with me today before 6 o'clock. Okay.